Greetings and welcome to Let's Play my channel. I did this joke way too often. Way too often. Anyways, I kind of felt like doing a vlog again. I kind of have to redo quite a lot of stuff since I didn't do a lot of the last few months, and I just wanted to talk about what I thought about the past few days since I made my vlog and what I'm planning to do, and I will comment on your comments on this video. Well, I kind of did the traditional way, and this is my desk. It's not that old. I don't know why it's doing that sound. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, Tarigo Zabak, whatever. He wrote, "Holy shit, a lot away. I missed you, man. Ah, bromance. I love it." I'm glad that you, well, I'm not glad, but I'm happy that you missed me, and sorry for keeping you waiting, I guess. And let's move up, because I hate the YouTube comment system. It's kinda... I hope you can actually read this. It looks horrible on my preview window, but I'm going... Well, you can read the comments yourself. I mean, you can go to the video and be like, oh, I'm reading it now. Anyways. The Grim Reaper. Oh, well, I have huge fans here, I see. The Grim fucking Reaper is watching my videos. I'm quite impressed by that. He wrote, "I hear you, man. Found out I had diabetes and blood pressure issues recently. Priorities change. Doc put me on low carb diet, dropped a ton of weight. I feel better. I'm still doping. Went from a 6X to a 2X. I can fit big man's jeans again. Sorry, some small dick prick had to piss you off, but I'm definitely open to info. Found the same problems with diabetes, and at the beginning I hated it." Well, first of all, sorry to hear about your diabetes. I wrote it in my comment too. My best friend, aka ex-roommate, had diabetes too, so I kinda know what you're going through. And I actually heard this low carb thing is quite interesting. It depends on what type of diabetes you have. And you have, especially with the ketogenic diet, you have to be really careful, because I have no idea if this is the English word, ketoacidosis. That's when you have too much sugar, too many ketones. Yeah, if you have too many keton thingies in your bloodstream, because you have so low sugar and low insulin levels. Though I once read an article about the ketogenic diet being good for diabetes type 2, which is insulin immunity. And since you produce less insulin, you have less insulin in your body, the immunity dampens. And I think it may go away, not 100% sure. And that's the important part, I am not a doctor. I am not Pill from Dr. McCoy. I just read this on an article on the internet. And people claim in articles on the internet that they saw Elvis and stuff like that. So, I'm just saying what I heard. I'm not sure if it's true. Ask your doctor. The funny thing with doctors, I went to a doctor last year and I wasn't really happy with him. He was kind of like an idiot, I'm sorry. And he was specialized in diabetes. I didn't go to him because I thought I have diabetes, but he's also a general doctor. And he didn't know about the ketogenic diet like at all. And I don't know. It's not something that's new. I mean, it's kind of like Atkins. So I have no idea why it's So, I think a doctor should know about that. And I don't know. At least I'm not really happy. But hey, huge props to your weight loss. That's really cool. I can't wait until I am at the normal size again. Well, again, I haven't been a normal size for like forever. Anyways, I replied to you. What is that? Sorry about VTs. On the upside, my wife is a superb cook and can even make eating healthy easy. Easy. Got my blood glucose down to 120 in the mornings and still going down. Got my BP down from 203 over 99 to 137 over 76. And I learned to cope without starches. I was a meat and potato guy. Now I have a burger in between two pieces of lettuce. And my wife figured out how to make low sugar, low carb brownies with black beans of all things. They taste excellent and were healthy to boot. Yeah, I wrote that I'm going to post some low carb recipes I found over the year. Well, I'm doing this now for about 1.5 years. I found several bread recipes. They kinda it depends on how much you eat, like always. Most is done with almond. What's the name? Almond flour. You know what I'm talking about. The thing you use to make bread, but with almonds instead of wheat. And I found a pretty easy recipe for low carb pizza dough. It's 200 gram of cottage or cream cheese, 2 eggs, and 1 can of tuna. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it's pretty good. You mix it together, you put it on wherever you want to do it. Put it 50 minutes in the oven, 150 degrees Celsius, and after 50 minutes you can put toppings on top of it. That's my cell phone. Well, you can put toppings on top of it, put it again 50 minutes in the oven, and it's done. Really, really good and has next to no carbs. So hey, like I said, my main problem is, let me drink something first. My main problem is I don't have a digital camera. And the lighting in my kitchen pretty much blows for making pictures. I can make pictures or movies or record with my iPad. But I tried it out about three-quarter year ago. And I announced it on Facebook. I wanted to make some Bavarian cheese recipe, and it looked like crap. I mean, the pictures themselves, the meal itself was pretty good, and it looked okay. But there's so much I have to think about and try to do. I think if I'm going to do that, I have to make a different approach. I will most likely just write down the recipes and do some still images, but try to get a different angle or try to get a better lighting conditions in my kitchen. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I say separate the eggs, so egg yolk and egg white, and then you stir the egg white, people should know how this is done. I mean, that's basic stuff. So I shouldn't have to show it on camera like, oh yeah, you have to use this machine now. Anyways. Well, as I said, I will post up some recipes I found. I have some pretty good recipes. and all low carb, of course. It's pretty hard. It was pretty hard at first, trying to stay below the 30 gram I have to do for the ketogenic diet. But I found a nice database where I can put in where I make some sort of food diary. So I put down everything I eat, and it tells me you ate so much fat, so much carbs, so much protein, so many calories, these vitamins, these minerals, and so on. It's pretty good. It's in German, but I'm pretty sure there's a free option for English speakers too. Just some more random stuff. Upstalon wrote, "Don't listen to haters. Please don't quit. Your sudden return made my day." Smiley cat face. "You still have some people who enjoyed your Let's Plays. P.S. Do not listen to haters. Kill them with rusty screwdriver instead." I wish I could. Yeah, thank you for being so happy. I really enjoyed it, especially if my sudden return made your day. Oh, I'm glad I can do that just by being myself and making a video about me talking for, what was it, 30 minutes? Anyways. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if and how I will go on about this Let's Play thing. The good thing about Let's Plays, and what I kinda miss it gave me a pretty good reason to play all these old games. I mean, I started a few oldish games. I felt like, I'm going to play Double Dragon now, but I didn't finish it. Well, I haven't really played Double Dragon when I was younger, but it usually gave me a reason to try my best to beat these games, or even with save states. I mean, like I said, I never felt like I'm the high-skilled gamer who shows off his skills in his Let's Plays. I always wanted to just show the game, do some funny commentary. That's all I kind of wanted to be. I never wanted to be, look at me. I mean, sure, I did some pretty skilled stuff. I'm still really proud about my Super Ghouls and Goblins Let's Play, where I beat the game without save states. I'm pretty happy about my Super Castlevania Let's Play, where I just saved. I didn't load. I just saved for the sake of it. And yeah. But still, like I said, I'm not 100% sure how I will do the Let's Play thing. It may happen that I'm going to... I have 3 days off. Well, it's weekend, and Monday we have some Pfingsten. I have no idea what Pfingsten is in English. It's Catholic Church vacation thingies, so it's kind of nice. I mean, it's kind of nice being an atheist. You can not believe in all this stuff and still benefit from the 3 days off. Oh, it's quite good. Anyways, let's move on. Saronic wrote, "Good to hear that you're okay. Glad that you're feeling better since you hit 30. Hope the momentum keeps growing. All the best, with or without videos." Ah, that's nice, thank you. Nothing really to say to this except thank you. Palmlukta said, "Welcome back, I enjoy your work." Oh, thank you. Sniper 77799 said, "Welcome back, man." Ah, thanks. Ancient Stranger, yay, he's back. Yeah, I'm back for bad. Big Fatty, he's wrote a little bit more. "It's good to hear you're okay. I did look up Ketosis, but from what I've had, it's a stressful diet, and my life is too stressful right now to do it. but I'm still thinking about it. And I've been waiting to play Secret World, but my graphics card won't handle it, so instead I have been playing a few others. Neverwinter just came out and it's actually pretty fun, though it is a bit sparse on class choice. But in Secret World, can you play with friends if they are in different factions? Let's do the Secret World stuff first. As far as you can play with people from the different factions, you just can't do PvP with them together. I guess you can do PvP against them. Not sure how, if this is randomized or whatever. And you can't be in the same cabal, which are the guilds in the Secret World, as far as I know. About the Secret World, I have mixed feelings about that game. I will talk about this after I read through all the comments. About your ketosis thing. It isn't really a stressful diet. You need quite a lot of recipes, so... Well, it depends. If you're someone who feels okay eating all day the same stuff, then it's not really a hard diet. No diet is hard if you have like 2 or 3 days where you alternate between stuff. The first 2 weeks are hard. You have what a lot of people say is the ketonic flu. You feel kind of sick, you feel really groggy, you want to sleep all the time, you may develop headaches, and especially if you get out of ketosis for the first few times, because your whole body changes, your whole metabolism changes, so that's a huge strain on your body. But after 2 weeks, it's really nothing to write home about. It's really easy. And after the first, if you do refeed days, which you don't have to do, it's good if you're working out. But I think the longest I did without refeed days was 2 months. But for some reason I felt really, really bad at the end of it. And I kind of looked like I just rose from the grave. I still don't know why, because I am not... I'm having some supplements for vitamins and minerals. And I try my best to have as much... vegetables in my diet as possible. It is not easy to have vegetables in a ketogenic diet because a lot of them have quite a lot of carbs. What I'm eating quite a lot are avocados, whatever you call them. Those green thingies. They're pretty good. I'm eating quite a lot of asparagus, which is also pretty good because, well, it it flushes the body out. It gets all the unnecessary water out of the body, so it has its benefits. Green lettuce salad. You can eat cauliflower. You can eat broccoli. You just have to stay between a certain level. Like I said, 30 grams of carbs is not a lot. You can get but you can get quite a healthy income on vegetables and still be in ketosis, so it's possible. I don't have a problem with that. And not to mention, and I'm pretty sure somebody will comment on this video and be like, oh, you are not eating enough minerals and vitamins. And who does? Seriously, who does? Who is sitting down and keeps track? I'm pretty sure not many people do that. I'm pretty sure not many people sit down and try their best to have every day 100% of the suggested doses of all vitamins and all minerals, because that's quite an endeavor. And that's the main reason why I'm using supplements, because, well, first of all, I do have quite a lot of problems getting them into my diet, and even if you're eating normal, it's kinda hard to do. It's not that easy. I have a good supply on omega-3 fats, because I'm eating a lot of tuna. I love tuna, and take an avocado, take tuna, take some cream cheese, put it in a blender, done. You have a meal. You have a low-carb meal with lots of good fats. Avocado has really good fats and a lot of vitamins. I think avocado is pretty rich in vitamin C. So, like I said, I wouldn't say it's stressful. If you have 2 weeks of not so stressful life, I would suggest to try it out. Check a doctor first. I personally didn't check a doctor first because I don't have that many good doctors around here. I asked my neighbor and she was like, that's a crappy doctor, that's a crappy doctor, that's a crappy doctor. I went to a doctor half a year after doing ketosis and I wanted to get my blood checked, and he was like, oh, we can check this in autumn. I went to him in spring. I have no idea why he wanted to wait for half a year to take my blood sample and check it, but then again, I didn't feel bad, and considering how I ate before that, I'm pretty sure that I'm eating a lot more healthy now than before, especially since I'm losing weight and I'm keeping track on my minerals, vitamins, etc. Sorry. I don't know what kind of diet you are doing at the moment. The main problem I have heard and read about doing a normal carb, low-fat diet is that you will most likely, your body digests its muscles first. Because that's a luxury, you don't need them. You need a few, of course, you need some muscles, but every little bit of extra muscle gets eaten away and done. Don't need that. And then there comes the yo-yo effect, because your calorie per day lowers because you have less muscles, and then you're eating normal, and then you gain weight. Been there, done that. I tried out quite a lot. And that's not the case with ketosis. In ketosis, your muscles stay the same. Because of the ketone bodies digesting the fat and not the muscles. I suggest you read a little bit more about it if you really want to make sure, and not you especially big, everyone else who is kind of interested in that. There are a lot of information out in the internet about the ketogenic diet. Of course, there's a lot of bullshit out there. So if somebody tells you do not have to count calories while in the ketogenic diet, that's wrong. If you want to lose weight, you still need a deficit. It may be that you can't gain weight while in a ketogenic diet. I'm not 100% sure about that because I'm not eating every day like whatever. I'm trying to lose weight, not gain or whatever. But if somebody tells you if you want to lose weight, you don't, in a ketogenic diet, you don't have to count calories. No, that's wrong. You need that calorie deficit in order to lose weight. Doesn't work that way. Anyways, moving on. Rollin wrote, oh man, it's great to see you still around again. Well, thank you. Nian Miku, I think you've been Savvy's girl, or? Yeah, I remember this drawing style. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. it's your choice to do Let's Plays, and if it makes you happier without them, then I'm fine with that. I will admit I miss them though. I check every day just in case. Ah. I think your Let's Plays have considerably better resolution than most LPs I've seen. Some I can't even read the text on the screen and they don't read them, so even if I pause to read, I have a hard time. It's good to hear from you. Ah, that's nice, thank you. Like I said, I tried my best to have a pretty good mix of quality and quantity. And playing, especially the old games in a window, is a huge benefit. I mean, I saw some people playing the Might and Magic series full screen and it looks like crap. I don't want to bash these people. They've made good Let's Plays. I watched every episode of the Might and Magic Let's Plays years ago. But not to mention, I find it so much easier to record in a window. Usually it's the games are being a bitch if you try to get them into a window. So sometimes the option window equals 1 works, sometimes it doesn't. There are other ways. If I really, really wanted to, I'm pretty sure with a little bit of OpenGL programming, I could write something that gets every game in the window, but so far didn't really need it, and I'm not that familiar with OpenGL programming because I never did it, but I'm pretty sure I could if I wanted to. And yeah. Mr. Yatubu wrote quite a lot. I have to start at the beginning. There. It entirely depends on the mood of the commentator, not affecting that behavior at all. But I understand why people get upset based on those comments. I think the main problem is that they are just destructive comments. I rarely had someone giving out suggestions on how to improve. Most of the time it's just, I hate your voice, I hate your accent, your English sucks, and so on. I can't change my voice. I can't change my accent. Sure, I can try my best to take over an English accent or a Scottish or an American accent. I can talk like this all day if I wanted to. I have no idea what kind of accent that was. And about my English, I'm fairly certain that my English is bearable. Sometimes I may pronounce words wrong, sometimes I may not have the right words, but I'm fairly certain that I'm not talking like some complete idiot and people understand me. My main problem usually is translating on the fly, which is a pretty hard thing to do. I mean, usually in school you get a text or something. At least when I was learning English, you get a text and the teacher says, okay, you translate this now, you have an hour and that's your exam, whatever. I have to drink. So you have quite a lot of time. Usually you had a dictionary, or you could use the Oxford Dictionary, so if you're missing out, if you don't know a word, you could look up for synonyms, even though they are still in English, but you could work with that. And of course you still needed to know your vocabulary. So I guess if I took a game and recorded it, and then did some post-processing or something, or did post-commentary, I'm fairly certain I could translate them pretty well. But I'm not a fan of post-commentary, because I kind of like to be in the game, in the mood, in the situation when I'm doing my commentary. And I'm not one, I don't say it's bad. I'm pretty sure even people I usually watch, and most of them have to do this because they're not really doing Let's Plays. Like Spoonie, for example, he He doesn't sit down usually and play the game from beginning to end. He cuts a lot and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure he has to do post commentary. But that's not my style of gaming or let's playing. Because it would mean more work for me, which I kind of wanted to avoid, and I prefer it that way. Let me move down a little bit. I would say it's because of anonymity. That and lack of law enforcing. If people were actually made to face the consequences of their comments, things would probably be a little less unpleasant. But it would probably also make people risk less comments and not bothering with anything that could be misread or read out of context. What would probably also work of commenting costed money. 25 cents for each YouTube comment, and that money could go towards curing cancer or something. Well, it is quite a nice idea, but not really feasible, because the end result is that nobody would comment. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't pay anything to write a comment on anyone's page. I'm pretty sure there are people out there who pay gladly, and it would reduce the first comments. About the enforcing, there was a presentation from the makers of League of Legends and how they handled toxic behavior in their online community. I'm pretty sure you can find it via Google pretty easily. I think something like that needs or could be also enforced in YouTube, where usually the community works together. Like somebody reports someone for bad language, and then other community member can check this and say, okay, that is inappropriate behavior, block this person, and stuff like that. Because, it's like you said, there is no real enforcement going on. I usually just block these people so they don't bother me anymore, which doesn't stop them from bothering other people. And you can report them, but that's usually if it's really abusive behavior, like death threats or propaganda in any sort of way, or I don't know, I know where you live and I will bomb your house, stuff like that. That's reportable. But I hate your voice, it's not really reportable. It would be kind of silly if you could report this, but people should know that it's kind of inappropriate behavior. That's why I'm always mentioning it in my videos. My main problem is that I always feel like a little crying bitch when I do that, because not a lot of people do that. What a lot of people do, and what I'm kind of thinking about doing, is making some sort of collage video where I just humiliate these posters, these comments, by putting it out and being like, haha, look at them idiots. Could be an option, not sure. Anyways, here in Sweden, there was a recent TV program about how people write all kinds of messed up stuff, and when they are tracked down, they claim it was someone else or didn't know it was hurtful. We are talking comments about things that would make people go to court, but the police doesn't even bother with those cases here in Sweden, because the police here in Sweden is measured by solved cases count. In any case that requires a lot of effort is shelved, it seems. I have no idea about the Swedish law system, so I can't really comment on that. It's possible that a lot of people just don't see the harm in these comments. They just write them down and most likely forget them immediately. Unless they are like professional trolls or something. And they try to get the most wise out of people like that. I have encountered 3-4 people who I'm pretty sure believe in the nonsense they are writing, especially people who just try to ram down their opinion on how you should play or how you should record it down your throat. Especially people, quite a lot of role playing people are really fanatic when it comes to that. And if you re-roll one time too much, they complain. If you allocate stats in a certain way, they complain. And I'm pretty sure that every sort of decision you can explain in a roleplay sense. Like, people complain, oh, you're giving your warrior all this strength and making a dumb idiot because intelligence is a dump stat. You're making him an ugly son of a bitch because you dump all your charisma and put it into strength. And I just don't see the reason why you shouldn't do that. I mean, if he were a weak but charismatic character, he most likely wouldn't choose the path of a warrior. He would become a bard, or he would become something that benefits his traits. I wouldn't become a... I became a programmer because that's kind of what I like to do, and I'm pretty sure my character traits or whatever would kind of represent that of being a programmer. I would be a pretty crappy sportsman or something. I would be a pretty crappy blacksmith or something like that, because I just can't handle metalwork or woodwork or any kind of activity that involves using tools, real life tools, to create something. I can use tools like IDEs to create software. That's why I became a programmer and not a carpenter. So that's why I have no problem with people putting a lot of strengths in the warrior, because that's what the character chose to be, because he had a lot of strengths. It wouldn't make sense to make a wizard with minimum intelligence score and maximum strengths. I mean, sure, you can explain it in a role-playing way, like he was carrying so many books, that's why he got pretty strong, but at the end of his magical school, a book dropped on his head and he got kinda... he turned out to be an idiot after that. I mean, that's possible. If you want to play a character like that, it's possible. You can do it, but don't force it down on other people's throat. That's the main problem I have with commenters like that. I mean, if you want to play a game in a certain way, you can do that. You can do that, but don't force it down on me. It's pissing me off. I especially hate people, and I'm always like, oh no, not one of those. People who know a game better than I do. And they don't act in a helpful way. They act they act like standing on top of a mountain and just looking down at the peasant playing their favorite game. That's the main reason why I will never ever watch a Dungeon Master Let's Play, because I'm fairly certain I would be one of these people. And I mean, you can help people if they let's play a game you are pretty familiar with. It doesn't really help, and that's what also pisses me off quite a lot. If a let's play is finished and then they act like, oh, next time you should go to this thing and get 5 more strengths or something. Why next time? I'm not going to let's play this anymore. And if I play it for myself, I don't need these 5 strengths. I finished the game without your help, without your hints, so I don't need it. I mean, if they write something like, oh, for people who have problem with that, they can, la la la, that's a totally different thing. But, anyways, I'm tracking too much. Long time no see Star Fox. Oh. Mohak dies. I've got a large amount of nasty comments recently, so I've put out more just to annoy them more. So yeah, people have been assets in the past few months. I will miss your Let's Plays, but it feels good to do it. But if it feels good, do it. Except heroin. Never heroin. But do what you need to do. I can always rewatch your old videos. Either way, glad you feel better in general. Oh yes, I'm really happy about that. Feeling better, thanks. That's another thing. I'm pretty sure no one in this world watched all of my videos. You have quite a lot to catch up still. And I mean, there's no harm in rewatching a Let's Play you enjoyed. I often rewatch Let's Plays that I watched in the past. And I'm still, at the moment, I'm watching all the AVGN episodes, up and down, randomized, left and right, even if I know the game by heart. If I feel like it, I will rewatch an old Let's Play that I enjoyed. Oftentimes stuff over the Gunmate, RPG, Kikoski, whatever the names are. So, you can still do this with my Let's Plays. Anyways, I'm sorry to hear about it. You have been getting nasty comments too, but oh well. I guess people just never learn or whatever. I don't know. I mean, if I discuss pretty heavy topics in my Let's Plays, I can see why people get angry about that or whatever, but I don't know. It's all fun and games. I mean, do people go to people who collect stamps and act like, oh, your stamp collection sucks? I don't know. Lumanity, sorry, Lumanity. Alana Way, good to hear from you. I lay in bed and watch Let's Plays too. If the advertisements were quieter or did not take up more frequency range in the video, it wouldn't bother me. But they optimized the bass and make it crystal clear, which really bothers me, so I got ad blocker too. Although I miss seeing you uploading a lot, I'm happy that you are happy. Have you played much of the Dark Eye tabletop series, and if you feel up to it, could you do a vlog explaining a bit about the system? First of all, yeah, I have to agree with the advertisements. It's really bothering me that the advertisements are usually about 50% louder than the actual video where they are shown, and I'm pretty sure YouTube could change that. I'm pretty sure they have some sort of analyzing the videos, what's the average loudness of the video, and could adjust accordingly. Or what they could also do is put a different slider for advertisements. Like I have a full slider for videos and I have half a slider for advertisements. Yeah, like that, stuff like that. But well, I installed AdBlock and I'm never going back. About the Dark Eyes tabletop series, I am not that familiar with the tabletop, and to be quite honest, I'm not really that familiar with the computer game series either. I mean, it took me 2 hours to set up my party back then, and not to mention the game used like 1/4 of all the skills that were available. So yeah, I can't really help you with any problems regarding the tabletop series, so sorry. Victorian Robot, psst, secret. I just started playing WoW myself a couple months ago, cause a couple of friends. It's a lot of fun, so I understand enjoying that. Also, I think it's great to play games like that because it helps get my mind off troubling issues. I'm happy to hear whatever the problem is better now. If you don't want to LP anymore, I understand, but I too have been checking to see if you've posted new things for a while now. You are missed, but it's great to hear you again. Ah, that's nice. Your avatar kind of looks like she's having an orgasm, though, to be honest. So, kinky. Anyways. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure about the Let's Play thing, if I scrap it all together or if I do some irregular Let's Plays. But I'm pretty sure sooner or later I will carry on with the Might and Magic series. I still have Might and Magic 8 to play, and 1 and 2, which I really wanted to play. I even trained quite a lot in them. About Lens of Lore, I doubt I will finish it. It's been more than half a year. I don't even know where I left off. I still have a few backlog videos, but it's been too long. And there's so many Lens of Lore Let's Plays out there. I highly doubt it will be missed. Anyways. Luhaya, talk about Might and Magic 10. Are you the guy who posts Might and Magic 10 videos and streams all the time on my Facebook page? I didn't really get into Might and Magic 10 yet. I read about it because people keep posting infos, and I'm glad that they post this. I'm really happy if people inform me about stuff like that. So I once watched a stream of the developers, and one of the developers really came off as a huge douchebag, so I wasn't really enjoying the stream videos that much. And as far as I know, they want to go back to the roots of the series, even go back to grid-based movement, which I highly recommend. Grimwork really nailed it, and it was a really good experience. I hope they go back to the random monster encounter, which they had from 1 to 5. I didn't really enjoy you can see the monsters in groups standing somewhere. I kind of like the mass combat options in the random encounter parts. It's a different type of gameplay, so I don't know. I hope they take it serious and stick to the roots. I am kind of looking forward to it, so we shall see. We shall see. I really like the Let's Plays, and the idea that you won't do anymore kind of depresses me. Script 1986. You know when to comment to break the silence and when to be quiet to focus on the story. For the last 6 months I checked on your account to see if you put up any video, hoping you would do another one. I just want you to know that you have one fan no matter how many flamers there are, and you haven't quit because nobody likes a quitter. Ah, yeah. Nobody likes a quitter, that's right. I think the main problem is Trade Chat once posted this about her on her Facebook page, and it's not directed at you in any kind of form. I mean, I'm not getting that many flame comments. It just bothers me when I do. And she posted about that she gets really upset when people tell her to ignore the haters, ignore the flamers and stuff like that. It is really hard to ignore because they can be pretty penetrant. They can really ruin your day. If you wake up and you see a video and some asshat posting really nasty comments, some people can shrug it off, and you can shrug it off if it's a minor occurrence. But if it happens all the time, over and over and over again, it just gets on you. You can't ignore it. That's my main problem. And especially, well, it didn't really happen. I can't say that the negative comments overweigh the positive ones. But what I kinda have the feeling that especially my older videos, I usually get quite a lot of more nasty comments instead of positive ones. I don't know why. I don't know. CPC Gamer wrote, "First, I'm glad you're well. I hope you know that whenever I told you how terrible a person you are, it was in fact a joke. Aww. 2. My cat is called Cat because she never comes when I call her, so I bother naming her. That's actually just a joke I tell because I don't want to say her name is Car Wash. How much money do people make doing professional LPs? The most notorious, obnoxious, screeching Fagola makes 8 million euros a year. That is how much a terrible human being can make by doing this. First, I'm pretty proud when people call me a horrible person. 2, I've known quite a lot of people who gave the cat really strange names. I mean, Grumpy Cat is called Tartar Sauce. And Van Awesome called one of his cats Bonk, and one is Soy Sauce, and the other is Captain something. I don't know. If I ever had a cat, I will most likely call it Link. If I get a couple, it will be Link and Zelda. If they are brothers, they will be Dante and Virgil. So, about the professional Let's Play thing, I'm pretty sure there is quite a lot of money involved if you have a lot of viewers. I know for a fact that Northern Lion, he's not doing Let's Plays per se, he's mostly doing reviews of Steam games, some indie games and stuff like that. And in his first videos, he always mentions that he's a teacher and he's teaching pupils and stuff like that. And I think about when he broke the 100,000 viewers mark, he went into doing this professionally and just focusing on that. So if you have like 100,000 subscribers who regularly watch your videos, you can make quite a lot of money with that, I guess. I'm not sure if it's more money than his teacher job. I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to ask him that. But Total Halibut, the Cynical Brit, for example, I'm pretty sure he makes quite a good amount of cash doing his videos. He does similar videos with his What the Fuck Is series. And I don't know, there's a German Let's Player, Gronk, who is really, really famous, mostly for his Minecraft Let's Plays. I think his Minecraft Let's Plays in the 600, 700 digits already. Not digits, but 700 episodes already, and it's crazy. I don't personally watch him because I don't watch German Let's Players, and I wouldn't watch a Minecraft Let's Play for the love of it. But I'm pretty sure he makes quite a lot of money, and not to mention there's quite a lot of more stuff involved with that, because I think he now also works for gaming magazines, sort of as a freelancer and stuff like that. So you can make a living doing professional Let's Plays. Of course you should do them quotation marks legally, by asking the companies if they're okay with that. I also heard about quite a lot of companies, and there was someone who had like 5,000, 8,000 viewers, also a German guy, and he also did Let's Plays, and he once mentioned that he often writes the producers, or not the producers, the what's the face? EA and stuff like that, who sell the games. The distributors. Was it us? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. And he often asked him if it's okay if he's doing a Let's Play of that, and he also said he often gets, yes, we will even send you the game if you want to. So, because it's free advertisements. One thing I don't get, Nintendo is kinda out on to get Let's Players. and they want to flag all the videos on YouTube of people doing let's plays of Nintendo games. I don't know. So far I didn't get anyone on my Yoshi's Island, Zelda and Mario let's plays, so I don't know. I don't know why they are doing that, because they get the ad revenue, which will be like nothing compared to what Nintendo makes. I mean, we are talking about Nintendo. I'm pretty sure they earn more money in 1 hour than they will do in 1 year with all of these Let's Play videos being flagged. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, if you get famous and if you have the viewer base and the viewership, Northern Lion, I think, also mentioned that he gets most of his games for free. The developers donate them to him and say, here, it's free advertisements. 100,000 people watch your videos. That are 100,000 potential customers. If only 1% buys the game, hey, 1,000 sold copies. What's one copy gave to another guy? So yeah, it can work out quite good. And last but not least, I have to move this down. Toshinion. I will really miss your Let's Plays, but nothing stopping me from watching all your old videos, I suppose. Still good to hear from you. Aw, that's nice. Anyways, holy shit, 1 hour. It's been a long video. I want a short review of the Secret World. A really, really, really short review. I have mixed feelings about this game. The setting is awesome. I really, really love the setting of this game. It's really, really good. And I will most likely do a more in-depth video about after the weekend. I'm going to play quite a lot with my best friend, and we are going to check out the group play, and then I will post more info about it. I really, really like the setting. I hate the controls. The graphic engine seems to be really, really bad. It looks like, I think Max Payne 1 looked better. Well, not really better, but Max Payne 2, I think, had about the same graphic quality, I guess. The game looks dated. I know it's only 1 year old, and I know I'm playing World of Warcraft, so I shouldn't flame other graphics engines, but it looks dated, while WoW kinda has its own charm to it. So it's not bad graphics, it's not like, ooh, but I enter a room and the room is empty, and then slowly textures arrive, and objects, and the objects textures, then some minor NPCs appear and they get textures, and I have a pretty good PC, so I can play The Witcher 2 in full everything, and it works fine, and this game gives me some really, really crappy problems. I don't know. So I'm not that happy on this aspect. The controls feel really, really bad, but I guess that's the main problem. A lot of MMOs don't get the controls right. In World of Warcraft, I have the feeling I am my character. If I'm moving, I can make a 100-degree turn, shoot an arrow, do something else, evade, whatever, and it works. It doesn't feel that way in all the other MMOs that I played. EverQuest 2 being the worst in that. That really felt bad playing. And Warhammer. Whoa. Warhammer was bad. About the puzzles, I kind of like the idea of the puzzles, but it doesn't really fit well into an MMO. I guess if you have like 5 people, you have TeamSpeak, and you want to solve the puzzles yourself, it may be fun. but I'm not a huge fan of these Dan Brown kind of puzzles where, oh, there's a text in Latin and it gives you a hint about something and you have to use imagination, and then you go to this location that is kinda described in there, and then you get another hint, and then you have to use other knowledge, and I don't really like it. I mean, there's an in-game browser, and really kudos to the first people who played this game. Really, really, whoa! I'm impressed. I'm jealous about your determination to solve these puzzles. But I'm really happy that I have guides. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't solve the first puzzle or something like that. If you're into that, if you're an adventure game freak who always said, oh, I love adventure games, but I also want to grind mobs or something like that, if you have a really, really strange taste in games like that, and this is your game. This is your game. But yeah, I have to see how it plays out. So far, it doesn't really feel that good. But like I said, I'm going to do a more in-depth review Monday, Tuesday, so we will see. Anyways, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other soon. So take care and goodbye.